Here's how to play Fallout 1 and 2 in under 5 minutes, if you're a first timer. If you buy the game off of Steam and GOG, you'll have a little extra menu here called Screen Settings. If you've purchased it or downloaded it from somewhere else, you may not have this. This comes from a plugin called High-Res Patch that upgrades Fallout 1 and 2 with the ability to change screen resolutions, which you can see here. It gives you a lot of settings and things like that. That doesn't come with Fallout 1 originally, so you'll have to go download this extra patch from NMA. Link is in the description. First, we'll go to the options. Go to the game preferences. We'll chuck the game onto easy. If this is your first time playing, trust me, you want it on easy. It's a lot easier. Trust me. If it's your first time playing, you don't want that head-scratching difficulty of just getting headshotted from halfway across the map with no warning, you know. So, same with combat difficulty. Violence level, it's completely up to you. You can have no violence, lots of violence, maximum blood. I like this one personally. Target highlight, this doesn't really matter. One other thing you always want to do is running always. So that way your character will always run wherever you click. And set combat speed to maximum, as fast as possible. And affect player speed, because otherwise your combat turns take quite a while. The rest of it, entirely up to you. Language filter on, off, whatever. Right, moving in, character creation. You have these options, they're not good. They're not good, trust me. What you want to do, if it's your first time playing, tag small guns, tag doctor or first aid. Probably first aid actually, because first aid heals hit points. Doctor will heal status injuries, these lots. You'll want to tag speech, or at least personally that's how I start the game. I always tag speech. You'll notice that all these stats are quite high. They're quite high because we've put it onto easy mode. This is one of the things easy mode does. If we go back and we change it to hard, and we go create a new character again, we will see that all these points are a lot lower. So that's one of the things easy mode will do. It helps you overcome some of the combat checks. So every action you perform in game will check usually one of these or one of these, and depending on what number this is and a dice roll will depend on whether you succeed or fail at whatever the action is. And so that can be quite painful if you're a new player and you're not ready for that. So we'll go and check it back to easy mode. Right, new game. Character select. So for a first time player, I would suggest chucking points into intelligence and perception. Intelligence for the skill points, and perception for the extra hit chance. Small guns, make our name Jeff. Make his age 28, my 8. God, I'm so old. Let's go to speech, and what did I say? First aid. First aid's always good. You can tag traits, just like in Fallout New Vegas, if you played that. Bloody mess is always fun. Good-natured is good. You can see it changes all of your skills. So if you look up here as I click it on and off, you can see that your combat skills go down, but your other non-combat skills go up. So it's a trade-off, just like all of these things. They're all trade-offs. You could do fast shot. Where is it? That one's good. You don't have time to do a targeted attack. Targeted attack is something else I'll explain in a second. You can also do skill, gifted. They're all... Gifted's kind of good, but you take a massive hit to all of these. Actually, we'll do gifted, eh? Just for the hell of it, and that gives us all an extra point, so it puts our int to 10, and our perception up, and everything else up. So, luck is always something you want, at least at 5, ideally higher, if you can. Maybe even if you can get it to 10, because it's so much better when you're 10. Your, where is it, crit chance, 6%. The more, every point you put into that, it goes up 1. And that plays a big role in this game. Okay. We get the intro dialogue. Yep, I'm going to skip that. I just want to get in and show you the interface. So this is the interface. This is in-game. This is what it looks like. So starting off, you have your cursor, which is a little hexagonal thing. This is how you move. You can right-click to change it to a cursor. And then from the cursor, you can then put the cursor over things, hold the left click down, and you can interact with them in a variety of different ways. So we can do this binoculars icon here, or let us see what it is. You see Ed. Ed's dead. Well, there you go. You can open him up and find out he's got some bullets and a knife. So, you know, let's... I'll find his keepers, mate. You can try to perform... You can use an item on him. So, where there's our stim packs. These are our first aid kit. We could try the first aid kit on him. Bones already looks healthy already. Well, alright then. So, yeah. And the supplies in the first aid kit run out. Well, that's fantastic. So we can inspect the door. There's a large door as a link. So in here is basically whenever you look at something, you'll get a little text prompt down here. So that's basically your main interface until you get into combat. Let's go aggro this rat. There he goes. And I haven't got a gun equipped. I should have put my gun in first. So as you can see, I just opened up the inventory, and that's consumed 4 action points. So these here are my action points. At the moment I've only got 3 left, so I need to run. And now we can shoot him. Only got 40% chance. Oh, that's good enough though, apparently. Okay. And so now, yeah, see, I've clicked turn. It's a turn-based game, so you can in turn or in combat. If there's enemies around you, you can't obviously in combat, but, you know. So yeah, that's your inventory. There's your 2 item slots. You can switch between your item slots with this button here. You can open up your skill decks, and you could try to use a skill on something. So say, let's try use our science on that computer over there. Nothing happens. Fail to learn anything. Okay. Sometimes you can pass a science check, or maybe a lockpick. No. We can't open up the door. Oh well. Yeah. Sorry, we can't let you back in right now. Technical error problems. Okay. Right, so there you go. So that's it. Combat. You got one of the main key point is one other key point is to watch out for the fact this game does not autosave at all. You've got to save manually every time. Boom, boom. There you go, game saved. So you can do that. You've got this little icon here, the circle icon, I think it is. Save, and then you can go into a save and save. Or you can hit Control S, just like a Word document. Hit save, hit enter, and it'll save it to your last slot. Overwrite. Boom, boom. Done. Do that all the time because this game is hard and any little action can kill you very easily. So here's your map. This doesn't do much. It's not really that helpful, I'm afraid. Character sheet. This is your character sheet. When you get a level up, you'll be able to spend your skill points in here and pick a perk. Pip-Boy, this is your, basically your quest log. Quest, find the water chip. That's the goal for Fallout 1. You have this little bonus thing on Fallout 1, which counts your days. And that's really about it. I'll leave the rest up to you guys. Explore. And just remember to save often and put the game on easy. Trust me, it helps a lot. Alright. Have fun exploring those wastes. What will follow is a just collection of random clips and tips that I can think of to give you new players a head start in the game. So, if you kill all the rats in the starting cave, it'll get you halfway to a level up. Right. When you first get to Arroyo, talk to this woman here and go through her dialogue options. You will get 250 bonus karma for nothing. If you're also game and you don't mind wasting ammo, you can talk to Seth here, talk to him about the Rad Scorpions, and he gives you the option to go to the Rad Scorpion caves. At there you can kill all the Rad Scorpions if you so please. I don't have the gun skill at the moment, something you can come back to later on. If you have enough charisma, I think is the skill check, or maybe speech, you can convince this fella here called Ian to join you. But, however, do not give him an automatic weapon because he will spray you in the back. While in Shady Sands, you can talk to this guy, and if your speech is high enough, or sorry, your science skill is high enough, you can actually convince him to do crop rotation. Doing so nets you a tidy little sum of XP. Enough for a level up, if you killed all the rats in the starting cave. While you're here, just north of that farmer, you can actually go into this house here and take their rope. They don't seem to mind. And a skill survival book. Skill books are basically how they work in Fallout New Vegas. You read it, some time passes, and you learn some, and your skill and survival goes up. I don't know what it was before, but now it's at 30. So, since we've got to level up, we will put our points into small guns. Higher that skill, the better the chance you have to hit. It always, always, always pays to do a quick save on your way out of a loading cell, going back into the world map. In these old vaults, don't be afraid to mouse over something and see if it gives you a different hand icon. Most of the time you'll just see this little binoculars icon to look at something, but every now and then you can actually interact with it. Like these lockers. And here you go, I've got some stim packs and a first aid kit. Nice. When you get to the old lift here, you can see that it's obviously been destroyed. The elevator shaft is not easily descended without a rope. See, what you want to do is put your mouse over this destroyed bit of railing area and hold down, go to your bag icon, scroll down to that rope you picked up, and there it is. Now you can descend. Use the little hand icon. Bada bum, we're on the second level. In here, on the second level of Vault 15, will be your first piece of armor that you will find in the game. And it's leather armor. Road leathers. Black heavy leather jacket. Makes you look like Mad Max. And that is intentional. Don't be afraid to look around and see if you can't find these little packs of ammo. They're quite useful. That was some 10mm AP, armor penetrating. These lockers here can be searched. Don't forget to search them. There's usually goodies in there. When picking perks, it's personally, I like to get either earlier sequence, awareness, strong back's useful, carries more stuff. But these are all entirely up to you. But remember, you only get them once every 3 levels, or more if you pick the other. It's gifted, and I can't remember what the other one is. One of the other traits will only give it to you every 4 levels. So unlike Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, you don't get a perk every level. So, or every other level. You have to really make sure whatever you're picking, you're gonna be in for the long haul. So make it worthwhile. Items on the ground can be picked up, but you've just got to be able to see them first. So to see that crowbar there, you can actually pick up. There's lots of little items on the floor. You've just got to keep an eye out for them and mouse your mouse over them. If you game enough, you can actually go to the raiders. This is the cons. You can actually go and wipe them all out if you game enough. Which, you know what, I think I am. You know what, maybe I'll talk to him first. One thing I may have forgotten to mention in the interface section, you can right click to select weapon modes. See here, because I've got a burst weapon, I can now spray. Just like that. 1 square from Vault 13 to the right, and then straight down, you'll hit not only Junktown, but also the hub. This is convenient to know in case you wanted to head straight there at the start of the game. Also straight down from Shady Sands, which is Shady Sands there, and 1 square to the right is Necropolis. Okay. Now we'll fast travel to Vault 15. As you can see, we've encountered something. Mole rats. On the open world like this, you can actually just leave. Ian will, of course, waste his ammunition, but you can just leave. Ian is pretty proficient with that pistol, isn't he? We're almost home. Just got to get to that red barrier, and then we can just automatically leave. Just shy. Well, I guess we didn't need to anyway. Ian killed them all. That's why you get Ian, ladies and gentlemen. In Fallout 1, your chance to hit is governed by distance, the type of gun you're using, your gun skill, and of course the lightness factor, how light or bright an area is. As you can see, these caves are quite dim and dark, so the further an enemy is, the much harder it is to actually hit them. If they're right next to you, you got 95, but if I say try to hit that guy over there, it's 82. If I hit that guy over there, 60. Oh, maybe it's not too bad because my gun skill is at 90. If it's somewhere around 60 to 80, you're going to have a very hard chance to actually hit something that far away, even with this pistol. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, quick save. Control S, enter, enter. That'll overwrite your previous save.